My name is Michelle, and in this video, I'm going to show you the 3 things you can do today to help bring more customers to your business. I have found by giving people an easy free attack plan of actual things they can do to impact their business for free has resulted in some of those local business owners saying, "I like you, Michelle, can you do this for me?" So by the end of this video, you like what you heard, and you can see that I have a lot of tricks up my sleeve that can help your business. Shoot me a message back and we can chat. Or at the end of this video, you simply want to take this free attack plan I give you to do yourself. Well, that works for me too. So let me show you the 3 things that will set your company above your competition. So the first thing I'm going to go over today is content. Most business owners know that you need content, but they don't know that the average amount of content for the #1 result on Google is going to be 15 to 2,500 words to show up at the top of Google. So you need to have at least 1,500 words on your homepage, and with the key, right keywords. So what I'm going to go ahead and do here real quickly is we are going to compare your site, and this is for the homepage, with your competitor. Right now we're looking at Basie's Roofing. They're your #1 competitor right now. So if we go into here, I can see that you have 694 words on your homepage, but if you look at Basie's, they have a little over 1,800. So we want to make sure you bring up your your words on your homepage. And just going down through here, we can look at, you do have a couple different things. So if we look at your pictures right here, you can put keywords with your pictures. So let's click on this roofing one and do save like as. And if you see the file name here, this says download. So you can add keywords in there. Roofing, 3GS roofing, roofing Oklahoma City, roofing OKC. Add different words into each of your actual pictures. You can do this usually with videos as well. I don't see any on here. So we want to make sure that we do that. One other thing I'm going to go ahead and compare your site with Basie's as well. And I'll start with Basie's. If we see here, they have 65 keywords. And if you click on that, what they are, search results are coming up: OKC Roofing, Roofing Company, Oklahoma City Roofers, Roofing OKC. And what I'm going to go ahead and do is I will go back to your site on this one here. Yes. And you have 13 keywords. So if we click on that, I have, it looks like everything is actually coming up with your company name. 3GS Construction, 3Gs, with a apostrophe in there. Looks like somebody put the 3 space G's, construction. So most of your searches are coming up for just your company name. And then if we want to go ahead and get that put back there. So we just want to make sure, that you would get some keywords added in there, because, it's not really being optimized for the terms. And then also, the first thing it really needs to be done to beat your competition online is to add that minimum of 1,500 words on your homepage, because that's what's driving your competitor's business, and it's 100% beatable if you get this done. Now, one thing we're going to go and check here real quick. So if we go over here and I insert the #1 keyword of roofing, OKC, you can see here we have Google, and here you can see Google has a ton of ads. So this is going to be any of your sponsored ones. But there's a thing. Ads can work, but they could also be a money pit if your website isn't dialed in. So be careful not to burn your money with Google ads until you're sure that your website will convert. So now what we're going to go ahead and do now is we're going to go to the second thing that I'm going to show you today, and that is citations. So you might be thinking, well, what's a citation and why do they matter? And that's a great question. And if you see here, if we go past all these sponsored ones, you're going to come here to this section right here. Now this top one's a sponsored. So you have here the OKC Roofers statewide and Heiner. They are listed here in our map pack, aka the Google Maps section, where you see your business name, address, and phone number coming up. And it's also known as NAP, name, address, and phone number. And this is how Google verifies and gives relevance to a local business. And you might be asking yourself, well, how do I show up in this map area? And let me just explain the number one thing that you can do today to push your business up the map pack right now. You're not ranking, you're not in this top 3, and it's the business has your business name, address, and phone number is only listed on probably a couple directories, like Yahoo and Elbs, and your competitor, they're going to have a lot more citations, and that's what's pulling them to the top. And again, very beatable. So a citation is going to be, and I'll show you this little thing here. It can be Google Places, Bing, Yelp, Yahoo. So as long as you get your name, address, and phone number across different directories, then that's going to help. And, but you just want to make sure that you get more than your competitor to gain more trust, from them, from Google, pushing them above them in the map pack. And now you may be asking, well, how do we do that? Well, it's simple. We have sites that we can go to that will tell exactly what directories your competition is listed on. And we just go down that list and we match what directories there, that's on there. And then, we want to make sure that we get those added in, directories added onto yours. But we don't stop just there, because we do want to match, we just don't want to match them. We want to dominate them online. So if your competition would have, say, 100 citations, we want to get that, and then we want to add an additional 50 to 100 more. So it takes them a lot longer to catch up. So we're going to go to our third item that we're going to look at right now, and that is going to be link juice or backlinks. And it's the third pillar that will help you dominate on Google. And if we go ahead and we go down past our map pack here, and this is going to be our number 1 position down here below the map pack, and that's going to be Bases Roofing. But that's where you want to be. And to get there, you need authority. So how do we get authority? Well, it comes down to backlinks. And a backlink is when one website links to another website online. So you got to look at it this way. If site A links to site B, then site A is giving site B some of its link juice. Kind of like a vote of confidence, and in Google's eyes, this is passing authority. And with, the more relevant the site, the more valuable the link. So let me give you a quick example. If you get a local blog or say an industry site linking back to you, then that's great. But if you're a roofing company and you get a backlink from Pizza Hut linking to you, well, that's not so great because you guys don't sell pizza. And, so you just want to make sure, it's a relevant site linking back to you. And looking on here, and I'll just let you know, looking at Bases, they have, 1,200 backlinks linking to them. And if we go to yours, you have 18 backlinks right now. Not bad, but it's not dominant. So, we just want to make sure the backlinks that we get, they're strong and relevant sources. And, once again, how do we do that? Exactly what we can see is what backlinks Bases is getting. And we get those same links to your business. Getting you to the top is not magic. It's just a method. And, I've shown you that method today. So in closing, I'm just going to go ahead and go over those 3 items again quickly. Once again, number 1 is content. So your first page needs to have at least 1,500 words. Number 2 was citations. So you want to have at least 200 to 300 of these more to beat out your competition by a landslide. And number 3 was backlinks. You need more relevant sites pointing at your business to show Google you're the authority. And if you implement these 3 things today, you can be number 1 across Google. So you might be wondering, well, what do I do now? You can either go with this information I provided you today and do this on your own, and I'm totally cool with that. However, if you want the most effective route and want to save yourself the time you can, just give me the call at 405-410-3024. Once again, my name is Michelle, and my number is 405-410-3024. I look forward to hearing from you, and I hope you have a great evening. Thank you.